Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So, what have I been up to, you ask? Well, you see it right in front of me. So, in the last Twitch stream, we spent a bunch of time making these tree farms. It's kind of like a manual. There are lots of tree farms out there with TNT. This one is one where you cut down the trees with your axe instead. So it's a bit of a manual tree farm, but there's some cool parts of it that make things a lot nicer. So currently we've planted some spruce trees. You can see the 2x2 in the middle there of spruce trees that grows a pretty tall spruce tree. And with the materials, I'll be able to build some nice houses, I believe. At least let's get the starting house started with that. So there's some cool things with this tree farm here. There is like a floating piece of dirt, right? And under that is it's hollow. So that's so that the items can flow to the middle. So the items that need to flow are the saplings that drop, because when you cut down the tree, the leaves despawn and saplings drop down, right? And those saplings, after usually you would come down to the bottom of the tree again. You have to walk around to pick up the saplings, but now all the saplings go towards the center. Picking up the saplings also a little bit annoying, because if you spend a long time cutting down a tree, which can take a while, and then you get back down too late, then the saplings have despawned, right? So it's great if they get caught and go into a chest automatically so that they don't despawn. Especially for spruce trees, it's not that important. It usually gets a lot of saplings from spruce trees, but for things like oak, and especially pale oak, which I'm thinking of using a bit, which what we're seeing here as well. There's some pale oak on the ground, some slabs, some stairs that you can see there. For those, you almost get a negative amount of saplings. So basically, the saplings that you spend to plant the 2x2 that to grow the tree, sometimes you don't get 4 saplings back from a tree. So if you miss even one sapling, it's annoying, because then you have to go get saplings again, right, to grow up your sapling reserve again. So especially for those kind of trees, this tends to be really nice. Other tricks that you're seeing here is there's a bunch of carpet around. So there's brown carpet and white carpet, and maybe we'll just have a closer look and see what that's about. So first of all, I'm zoomed in here, so let me just... So yeah, there are fences around, because it's very important that there are no mobs that get in here. And Richard, it's just a tree. Why is it so important that there are no mobs that get in here? Well, you see, because under that 2x2, there is a hopper minecart. So yeah, but zombies and skeletons are fine, right? No. Baby zombies get in there, and then they move the hopper minecart. And this hopper minecart has very carefully been positioned into the center of 4 hoppers. So what happens if a sapling falls? Because when you've mined these logs out of the way, right? If a sapling falls onto... Well, if I go to the other one where there's no tree yet. If a sapling falls onto those center blocks here, then it gets caught by the hopper minecart. It pulls it through the block into those hoppers beneath. And so even if it falls onto the dirt there, it ends up into the hoppers under there. So we really get all the saplings that we want. And yeah, no mobs can spawn with the carpet. It took a long time to get this get the wool for this carpet. How did I get this wool? I've just been shearing sheep. And why is it white and brown, you ask? Because we are in a savanna biome, and I guess there are plains biomes around. And in savanna biomes nowadays, sheep are colored. It used to be random what color sheep had, but now sheep are colored by their biomes. So if you're in a savanna biome, you will get a higher percentage of brown sheep with some rare black sheep and some white sheep. And then if you're in a plains biome, then there are more white sheep again, right? So which is why we have a little bit of white and a lot of brown. We've got 2 of them that are brown, and that's how we got that wool. So case in point, a brown sheep has spawned here, right? And another one over there. So that's how I've been getting my wool. So we've been able to build with wool. I found some pale oak, as we showed in the last video. So I've been using the pale oak we've had for for some decorative flooring here. Maybe let's make sure we don't get bugged by mobs here real quick. Let me just sleep. There we go. And why is the stair going down? Because those hoppers go down into a chest, and I need to be able to access that chest. And I just made like a hallway underground here so that I can access all these chests. There we go. So let's do an example, right? Let's drop an item in there. I'm just gonna drop a stick in there. Let's see. So, right, a stick falls here. It floats to the center, and then it gets picked up by a hopper. Let's do another item. Let's do a piece of dirt, and let's drop it onto the. Let's drop it onto the dirt here. So there, I dropped it. Well, let's go. See what's in those chests right now. Right. So if we go here, this was the one where I dropped the dirt. So the dirt is in this chest, and this was the one where I dropped the stick. Stick is in this chest. Great. Yeah. So I think let's do something. I'm always talking too much in this video, so let's do something. Let's cut down this tree. To get up here, basically you just do that, and yeah, you just cut down from down in the water. And for these 2x2 trees, I like to just staircase my way into them and then dig my way back, right? So that you don't have to fall down. Although you could fall into the water, it's not gonna damage you, right? But just to make sure nothing bad happens. Yeah, I just want to mention that these kind of tree farms also work with single trees. So if you have like a acacia tree, or if you have like a azalea tree or something, it will also work. So this is yeah, it was a little bit of work to set up. I mean, it took quite some time to make 3 of these. Usually even with 1 you're fine, especially if you have access to a lot of bone meal, because then you can just plant the saplings and bone meal the tree, right? And then you can dig it and bone meal another one. But yeah, I don't have a bone meal farm yet. We haven't been to the end yet. So not yet. So yeah, usually you'd have to wait for all these leaves to despawn and the saplings to fall down, right? But now we can just move on to the next one, and we can cut down the other tree. And yeah, maybe what we should do though is I didn't have any saplings on me just then. Oh, that one just grew. Look at that. We could just go straight for that one. Only 2 saplings. Okay, we'll have to wait a little bit until we plant our 2x2 again. Yeah, we can just go on to the next one. Sometimes you have to break the leaf. If you want to, because what you don't want to do is plant the saplings when the trees are still despawning, right? Because then the logs connect and then the trees won't despawn anymore. So then you're losing saplings. You want all the leaves to be despawned before you go for... Oh, I won't be able to staircase like that. Before you go for another tree. What you can do to get rid of all the leaves quickly, because it can take a while to like punch them, right? What you can do is, I don't know if I have a hoe on me right now, but with a hoe, you break the leaves quicker. So that could be a strategy. If you only have one, especially, to use a hoe to get rid of all the leaves, and then just plant a new tree, bone meal it, and then go ahead. Because it is a bit expensive to set up, right? Like, that's 4 hoppers, and I think maybe even a 5th if you want 2 chests for storage, and a hopper minecart. So that's like 1 chest per hopper, and then the chests for storage. So like, you don't have any logs at this point yet, so it's a bit expensive in the beginning to get all the materials for it. And yeah, I also made the walls around. I made wooden fences around it, and I got the carpet, which can take a while to get. Yeah, so I've just made these walls out of dirt. You know, a pretty simple early game here. So that's kind of a recommendation. I think, yeah, maybe you could do it in a different way, so you don't have to make a fence around it, make a taller wall, for example. But then it becomes harder to get in again. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Thank y'all for watching. Bye-bye.